Hey, this is Jeremy Hudson with H&I Credit Solutions Training and Development, and I just want to take a quick moment. I'm actually at one of my lease houses today, and just kind of waiting on the AC guy. I actually called, and they said that they were running late, so I've got a few moments here, and I wanted to take a moment to actually create a couple of videos and kind of explain some stuff that I get asked all the time. So this particular topic is about credit repair and credit restoration. It's completely different. The big thing about credit repair is you're verifying the accuracy of your credit report. It's not all about deleting information. It's not about deleting those 30-day, 60-day, 90-day late charges. It's not just about that. It's really scrubbing your credit report to find the inaccuracies. And as you know, if it can't be verified, if it's, if the data furnisher doesn't respond back, it gets deleted automatically. That is a bonus. But really, we want to make sure that the information on your credit report is 100% correct. And if that means deletions, then really that's really the big goal right there, is to get those negative items deleted. Credit restoration is a little bit different. Credit restoration is all about rebuilding your credit. You may have several collections. You may have a foreclosure. You may have a bankruptcy. You may have a repossession. So it's kind of hard to get data furnishers or creditors to lend you money. So the big question is, well, if I don't have credit, or if I've got really bad credit and my credit score is really bad, what can I do to rebuild my credit? How can I boost my score and really prove to future lenders that I am responsible? I was just going through some tough times, and now that's all past, and I'm looking to move forward. Well, it's kind of simple. But it's not easy. Well, let me rephrase that. It is simple, but it's going to take time. That's where the easy part that I just said, it's not easy, but it is easy. It's simple, but it's going to take time. Rebuilding your credit report, is not an overnight process. The credit repair piece, that can normally be done, 6 to 8 months. Sometimes it takes a little longer, just depending on what we're after and the information that's on your credit report. But credit restoration, there's some things that you can go out there and do. Ashley's, and I'm going to give you some quick tips here about rebuilding your credit. So Ashley's Home Store, they recently, just in the past year and a half, 2 years, they moved over to GE Money Bank. So you actually have to get approved through them. If your score is somewhere between 580, maybe 540 to 6, they may extend you a small line of credit depending on how many collections you have. So I wouldn't go out there and try to start rebuilding your credit until your credit report has been scrubbed through the credit repair process. There is cons. Some people don't like cons. Some people do. Me, I could really care less about the reputation of cons. What I'm really concerned about is showing on my client's credit report that lenders are willing to give money. That's what we're after. In credit restoration, you really have to get in that mindset. So credit restoration, even if you go to cons and you purchase a video camera, or you purchase a little laptop, maybe $400, $400 or $500. I'm not really sure if cons has a limit on the amount of money that you can finance, or that you can do in-house financing. So you'll have to talk to them about it. But cons will pretty much approve anybody. Ashley's will pretty much approve anyone. Those two are going to be your keys right there. Those two little spots. You can go to cons, throw it on there, throw anything you want on credit. They'll extend you credit, and they'll report to the credit bureaus. So that's a little tactic that I use with my clients when I'm training them on how to rebuild credit, because it's very important. If you don't have good credit, and you went through the whole credit repair process and you're left with not very much on there, and maybe there are some things that stuck that did get verified that we just could not remove, we really need to start looking at rebuilding your credit. There's some little mom and pop shops that have in-house financing that actually report. I'm gathering a list of those to see if I can find one of my I'm not going to say competitions, but one of the guys that I work with. We trade brainstorm sessions all the time. He's a really great guy. We were talking about that, and he had brought it up that somebody else had told him. So I was like, really? Some mom and pop shops do, actually have an account with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and they report. So I'm not really sure, but I'm going to find out some more information on that because I'm curious on where those spots are. There's some other things that you can try to get approved for. Amazon, they have a credit card that you can go online and make purchases with. That's a good one. But that's going to come later on. Worst case scenario, Cons and Ashley's. Once we start building a name for ourselves and we start really making our credit report look good and prove that we are responsible with monthly payments, then we can start looking at Amazon. There are some paid services out there. Now, for one, I do not recommend prepaid cards. Prepaid cards you have to be very, very careful with. So I don't recommend just going out there and getting a prepaid card. Chances are you're going to have to pay a $79 yearly or maybe a $50 monthly maintenance fee, and then you charge it. But the downfall about prepaid cards is that it will show up on your credit report as a prepaid or as a revolving loan amount. It's some strategic terminology that they're placing on there to show that it's a secured card. We don't want a secured card. We want an unsecured card. So before you go out there and you get a prepaid card, really think long and hard and consult with someone before you do that, because you don't want to do that. But the paid ones, there are online merchant accounts that like publishing companies. There's this one company that I use that I recommend to my clients. It's a great company. It sells online books. So it is an online publishing company, but they give you a line of credit. The maintenance fee on that is $30 a month. Me personally, I'm not interested in buying any books or anything like that. My goal, I kind of take that back. If it's a good book, I'll probably purchase it. But for the most part, I want to set my clients up, in the best possible position. So if that means generating an account with a $2,500 credit limit with an online publishing company, and that reports to all three, and you make a purchase every other month and pay it off, by all means, that proves to future lenders that you are responsible and that a lender is willing to give you $2,500. So that's the whole point of rebuilding your credit restoration. So I hope that kind of cleared up some things about that. It's not a quick fix. So anybody who tells you that's a quick fix, credit repair, credit restoration, proceed with caution, because I've always kept it 100% real with my clients. I don't blow smoke. I don't do any of that stuff. And I'm not saying other people do, blow smoke. It's just, I want to be 100% honest up front and tell you the truth. And set that expectation of, look, it's going to take a little while to get, your credit restored. And depending on what you have on your credit report, it may take a little while to get it repaired as well. So just keep that in mind. So credit repair, credit restoration, completely different, but you can do it. If you have any questions, please feel free to give my education team and drop them an email at education@h-i creditsolutions.com, and if they can't answer it, they'll forward it on to me. And hey, you know, I'm always willing to have a conversation, so if you want to give me a call, that's fine too. You know, you can call me at 1-800-595-3819, you know, and just ask to be transferred to Jeremy Hudson. If all of our agents are online, that's fine. Leave a voicemail. I will personally return your phone call, so it's not a big deal. All right, until next time, thank you for watching.